What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the This Just In podcast, episode number 27. Pretty
Yes, sir.
crazy. I forgot what I normally say for the intro. Jared, how you doing today?
Doing well, getting ready for the week. Hopefully the Guardians win. Great start for them. Get hype.
Yeah, great start today.
We're
Started down
coming back.
5-0.
Calm down. Calm down. It's
Yeah, we are
5-3
coming
now.
Naylor hit a moonshot, so
He did. Love to see
we're
that.
good. We're good. As always, we're gonna start off how we always start off. Blind rankings. Jared, who do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so I got you ranking. Toppings are like things at Chipotle that you would put on a bowl / burrito.
Okay, bro's the Chipotle fiend.
I had it today, so I figured, you know what? Why not?
Bro's a fiend for Chipotle.
I am a fiend. I am an actual fiend for Chipotle. It's bad, but it tastes great. Okay, so first we got a classic chicken.
Okay, not my favorite meat from Chipotle, but it's good. Okay, I'm gonna go 2 because honestly, I don't put a lot on my bowl. I'm kind of boring.
Ooh, okay.
And it's not my favorite meat out of the Chipotle, so I'm gonna keep it at 2.
Okay, that's not bad. All right, so next we got white rice.
1. I should have put chicken at 3. But white rice is my classic. You get it on every bowl.
I feel like I know what your bowl order is.
You get the extra
based
one.
I don't dabble in
No,
extra white rice because that's low key crazy. Be a crazy looking bowl.
Oh,
If I
good.
think I know with your plain looking bowl. All right, but next we got corn at Chipotle. I'm low key a fan of the
What is
corn.
that?
The corn.
Oh, 5. I don't get that.
Okay. Next we got cheese.
I'll go 3 because I do get that.
Okay. So what do we leave? We left the
I left the 4.
Left the 4, and you got queso.
Okay,
One of my
I
personal
actually
favorites.
let me explain as to why I'm happy with the queso.
What is your order, Loki? I want to hear this.
Okay.
If it's white rice, chicken, and cheese, I'm gonna like flip out, and that's it.
No. So on my normal order, I get white rice.
Okay.
Get double white rice.
Okay.
I get the pork.
Oh, okay.
I put the cheese.
And
I
that's it.
put the lettuce.
Oh, see, I don't like the lettuce.
And I get the little Chipotle chips and I crush them on top.
Oh,
It's actually good. It adds a little crunch.
that's so dry.
Okay, here's the thing. Every other type of that place, like Qdoba or OCB or Hothead, I get the queso on it. I don't at Chipotle because I don't like their queso.
That's crazy.
Every other place I get their queso. I don't like Chipotle's queso. I think it tastes weird.
Unreal take.
I'd consider getting guac though. I do like guac.
Yeah, I used to, but now I'm kind of just more on the queso and just, yeah, and put it on the bowl.
Yeah, like
Elite.
it's such a hot take, but out of all the Chipotle type places, I think it's my least favorite.
That's, I mean, based off like price and stuff, it
OCB
depends on.
OCB.
It depends on where, like, if you're going into Chipotle, then it's gonna be good. But if you're like ordering online or like DoorDashing, it's probably gonna be bad.
Like I think
Because of the
OCB is my
portions.
favorite. Then I'd go Qdoba. Then I'd go Hothead. Then I'd go Chipotle.
Never had Hothead.
I've never had
Oh.
Moe's before, so I don't know what that is.
You've never had Moe's?
Never had Moe's.
Wow. I'm kind of
Did you have
shocked.
Qdoba?
What?
Qdoba.
I might have had it like one time.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I don't dabble in Qdoba sometimes, or not really at all.
Yeah, we've got one on campus, so I have it a lot.
Oh, well.
Free
makes it way
burritos
easier
after
for you.
2 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right? Fire.
okay.
All right. Well, I've dissed Chipotle enough. I've got you ranking chewy candies.
Chewy candies, not just candy, chewy candies. Okay.
Oh, so we'll
Okay.
start with a classic chewy candy, Laffy Taffy.
Okay, I'm not a big Laffy Taffy guy, so I'm gonna put it at 4.
In the 4, okay.
Yeah.
We're going next here. We got the Swedish Fish.
Swedish Fish is honestly Swedish Fish is a great 3 in my mind.
a 3.
It's good. There's definitely better chewy candies out there, but like Swedish Fish, they're a good middle ground.
We're going now to the Halloween favorite. We got candy corn. It's a little chewy.
Candy corn is gonna have to go in 5.
In the 5, not a candy corn guy.
Unfortunately, it's just not a strong contender on this list. Maybe during the Halloween season it could be, but just not right now.
I'm not a candy corn guy either. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, next up, we got Nerds Rope.
Oh, Nerds Rope. Ooh, do I put this 1?
Do you?
I can't. I'm not gonna put the 1. I'm gonna go 2. We're leaving the 1.
Well, you've saved another classic chewy candy.
Okay.
The Twizzler.
Oh. Okay. That's
Are
not
you a Twizzlers guy?
horrible. I mean, I like Twizzlers, but like, they wouldn't be my go-to chewy candy, but I'll definitely mess them up.
Yeah, I don't like Twizzlers personally.
Of course.
I would have put
We
Swedish.
have like the exact polar opposites.
These are gas. These are so good.
I thought you were gonna bring out better chewy candy. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, what else were you thinking of?
Oh,
Like I could have done
I can't-
Starburst. That was something I could have
yeah, I
done.
was thinking Starburst, maybe something in that. That's why I kind of saved the 1. I figured you were gonna put something better than Nerds Rope. I thought you might have put Airheads in there.
Oh, Airheads
Um,
are good. Yeah.
They were kind of in the back of my head.
You know what I almost put? Was a
What?
little chewy, like Krabby Patty. You know
That
what
would
I'm
have been.
about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That would not have ranked high.
They were so bad.
I don't know who came up with those and
Those
how
were
they
bad.
sold. Though,
They sold because of the marketing, bro. It's SpongeBob Krabby Patty. You're not gonna want that.
I mean, until you eat them and then they taste not good.
You're gonna sell
But-
one to one, each
You're gonna
person,
sell one to each person in the world, and that's it.
but it works out. You get money,
An insanity run for like a month of Krabby Patty selling.
dude.
Then you just make some other like cartoon like item that you can put into
The
a
fun
candy.
part, bro. You get to put them together and take them apart. You know,
I mean, yeah, I guess.
to be a chef.
Be a chef.
Yeah,
Chef with my gummy Krabby Patty.
dude. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
You gotta do what you gotta do. That's true.
Well, Jerry, we're looking here at our brackets. Okay. I got pulled up here on my phone because we're too embarrassed to actually pull up the screen recording of our bracket.
Oh,
We'll
that's a
just
bad
talk.
look.
We'll talk about our stats.
Okay.
Our bracket did so
Oh.
bad. It has the ice cold logo next to it on ESPN.
Oh! Oh no. How could we have ice cold? I don't think we had any teams left. How could we be
Well,
losing
we're
points?
ice cold.
How? We weren't losing points.
We had no one in the natty.
That's
No,
what I'm saying. How are
no
we
one in the
cold?
final four.
We've been cold for
One.
like the round of 32.
We had one Elite Eight team.
Who's that?
UConn.
UConn? Okay.
So for some clarity, 19% was our.
That's really
That
good.
is the
That's like
second worst on my account. It beat
That's-
my mascot bracket, but lost to my coin flip bracket.
ooh, okay. Get beat by the coin.
We
That's
lost
a new one.
coin.
That's a new one.
Our combined brains who watch college ball lost to a coin.
Yeah, I have no words.
My winning bracket was I play like on my account. I played a game of Snake on my computer
Okay.
to pick each matchup. If I got
How
over
did you-
25 in a game of Snake, I would pick the top team.
But like Snake's like the easiest game if you know the method.
I'm not
Like-
good at Snake. Okay.
How can you not
Oh,
be
yeah.
good at Snake?
That one ended up having 74%.
74.
And it won. It
That
out of
is-
all my brackets, it won. Yeah, this
That's crazy.
so we didn't do good.
That's
That-
tragic.
Goes without saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
that
need to do better
definitely
next
happened.
year. We set a very low bar for next year.
We did set a very low bar.
We
We could go even lower.
We get less than 19%.
We could go even lower.
We need to
could.
lock in next year.
Lock in. I feel like our picks weren't that bad.
Okay, they weren't that bad, but we so need to lock in.
I mean, St. Mary's in New Mexico killed.
They really. Why did we have St. Mary's? What were we thinking?
We were going mad defensive, and they lost to Grand Canyon.
I
And
liked the defense, man. I
that's what
don't
I'm
know
saying.
how that failed.
Yeah, I don't know. I gave up after Auburn lost. That's I was like, yeah,
That was a bad one.
that's enough. That was so bad.
Well, we both. I'm assuming you watched the Natty last night.
I did. I was doing homework while I was watching it, so I caught glimpses.
I
Stuff.
watched as well. Is it wrong to say that was a boring game for a Natty?
I mean, it was. I would say there were definitely better natties, but it just showed how good UConn really was.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
nobody was beating them this year. Why did we
yeah.
not?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I
But
feel like, I don't know, Edie had a really good first half.
the guard play from Purdue was just. I don't even know.
You just can't win that way.
Yeah,
You can't win with the old school big man down low anymore. That doesn't
Yeah.
work.
It ain't Ralph Sampson. That's how Ralph
I'm-
Sampson lost.
I'm glad
Crazy how that
UConn
happened.
beat Purdue. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I did not want to see Purdue win either.
I'm not a fan of Zach Edey.
I'm not either. No, I'm really not. I hate
Coming
watching him
from
play.
an Embiid fan, so this should mean a lot. Edie has a very favorable whistle, and I am glad that the Edie whistle is no longer because he's not getting those calls in the NBA.
You'll be eating up Embiid foul calls in the playoffs, though. I already know.
If Edie, if he got like poked in the knee, would
Yeah.
a foul call? They get like a flagrant too. In the
Flagrant
NBA, you are going to get elbowed by Draymond Green, and he's not going to pick up a foul.
Draymond Green versus Edie is gonna be the craziest matchup I think I've ever seen.
Like, I'm glad
That would
that
feed families.
his whistle just got annoying. He got so many light calls.
Yeah. It's just telling how that he dropped 31 something around there, and then like still got blown out. It's like
Yeah.
it's just so story ending, and it's very satisfying in my.
I mean,
opinion.
without him, he's like Purdue doesn't make the tournament.
No, they're not even close.
They're awful without him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, good career for him. He'll get drafted mid-first round.
we'll try to mid first round and then be a bust.
UConn's got a lot of ballers. They've got a few guys who will get drafted. Klingon will go high.
Mm-hmm.
Klingon will go high. Trying to think. There was rumors about Dan Hurley to Kentucky, but he shut that down pretty quick.
Yeah,
So
Kentucky's
I
in
was
a
thinking
Kentucky's in a weird spot.
about this earlier today. With Hurley shutting down Kentucky, who is a considerable blue blood school,
Mm-hmm.
are we now considering
UConn.
UConn a blue blood? Like, let's put out there, who are the blue bloods in college ball?
Okay,
So we can start with the obvious: the Duke, Kentucky, UNC.
let me see. Yeah.
That's the obvious.
I don't know. Kansas as well. Yes.
Kansas.
Can we put? I don't know if we put UConn in that
Yeah, so-
category yet.
They've won
I think
some
they're-
Natties, they've got a back.
I think they're close. I don't think they have, like, as like I don't want to say recent history, but like because Hurley took over that team, and they definitely weren't like where they weren't even close to where they were. So, but like with those schools, they're at least consistent in most things, even though like Kentucky, like they don't like they didn't go far, but still they have that consistency. But those teams are more built on young guys coming in, playing for 1 or 2 years, and then kind of leaving for the NBA draft. So UConn doesn't really do that, but I don't think that defines a blue blood school. It's just weird because UConn's a very differently ran team than teams like those.
Yeah.
So
Well, I will
but
say
just based
Kansas doesn't really do that.
they don't really do that either.
Things.
Yeah,
So are we going to stick with only 4 blue bloods then? Or are we going to
I'm gonna stick with 4 right now, but I think they're close.
State,
I would.
UCLA for the old school, you know?
I think UConn's definitely the closest.
UConn's the closest.
UConn still has history with stuff in the tournament and being somewhat successful. I just need to see because UCLA had that run in 2020. It's a great run, so they can still definitely compete in scenarios. And then obviously Gonzaga played well this tournament, but yeah, I think once one of those teams like UConn wins a national championship, then we'll definitely probably have this conversation with them. It's just kind of who does it next. and then we're probably going to move them into.
What more does UConn need to do for you?
I want to see them at least go to the Final Four again. I don't think that's too crazy for them to do, especially with Hurley coming back. You're going to bring in guys. So, yeah, because even getting to the Elite Eight Final Four isn't easy. Obviously, even though UConn was such a dominant team, it was impressive how they did that and the consistency they had. So if they can do that again, and then after that, if they go back to back to back, that definitely would solidify it for me. Even if they don't win the tournament and they're going to the Final Four or Elite Eight, I think it would solidify it.
I think they've definitely found their coach for a long time. You're not going to leave UConn. That's a great.
Yeah.
You're not going to leave UConn. They've got a guy who can bring them championships, can bring them far, can get good recruits into. I think they're set for the future.
They are. They really are. I just don't think it kind of goes back to I think that they're the closest. I don't see schools like UCLA or Gonzaga. I don't think they really have that type of future that UConn has right now.
That's fair. Let's look at another blue blood, right? Kentucky. The news broke the other day. John Calipari is leaving Kentucky.
Calipari is gone.
Arkansas?
I don't know what he sees, but he sees something. At least he can make the excuse of when I lose in the first round. It's because I'm in Arkansas and I'm not in Kentucky anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. But my question is, right, Kentucky being one of the schools we named blue blood, where do they go? Who do you want to see Kentucky go after?
Ooh. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that yet.
Because being Kentucky, they could pry some good coaches.
They could bring in somebody because
they could bring in someone.
It's honestly not going to be hard to. It's not going to be that difficult to do more than they did this year, obviously. As long as you keep most guys on the team, even though Dillingham is going to the draft, but you're still going to be able to recruit guys. So it's not like you're going in a horrible scenario. I haven't really thought of who they could bring in yet.
I've got like 2 ideas that I've kind of thought of.
Okay, let me hear them.
So first off, Jay Wright. I know he's tired, but come on, it's Kentucky.
Yeah.
Second, they could pry Scott Drew away from Baylor.
They could.
Because Baylor is good, but they don't
have Howard.
The money, the press, the status that Kentucky has.
Yeah. Give him Juwan Howard.
God, I think Kentucky would cry.
He turns that organization around after leaving Michigan in absolute shambles. That would be cinema.
That's absolute nightmare over there.
It would be great storyline and great for the tournament. I'm just saying. It'd be very great. Give me that Michigan-Kentucky round of 64. Ooh! With Howard in Kentucky. Feed families.
That'd actually be wild. No, there's no way. Kentucky's going to have a turning around. Like, they're going to have a few years where they kind of need to turn around, I think.
Yeah. It'll be... it might come sooner than they expect.
You think?
I don't know. They're really on the fence. Like, I don't want to say on the fence because obviously they can compete, but like, at what point do we sit there and realize, hey, we're not having tournament success? Why is that? And that could either change a little and make big improvements, or they change a lot. So, yeah, I don't know. They're kind of in a weird space right now with being a competitive team but not having success, kind of like the Cowboys. So that's honestly not a bad comparison.
Actually, it is a pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
So I think before we end off this episode, right, let's do something goofy.
Okay. Well,
way too early Final Four.
Way too early Final Four. Do I put Michigan State in there because I can?
I said goofy.
Okay, goofy.
Way too early Final Four. I already have 2 of my teams. I need to think of the other 2.
I mean, do we put UConn in there? Like, come on. We're gonna have to put UConn in there already. Um, ah, I have my Michigan State flag up there. It's really eyeing me. No shot. A Cincy Michigan
Okay,
State
hold on.
natty would be cinema.
I'm thinking I have two of my teams.
Ah,
I need to think.
Purdue's gonna fall off. Iowa State's probably gonna fall off. Ooh, this is weird. This is weird. Oh,
We're doing it. There's no way around it.
I don't
man.
know. I don't know.
Who's in that conference? Oh god. Ah, that conference fell off. Hold on, I'm gonna look at conferences right now.
Yeah, I'm about to do that. I'm gonna do that too. I'm trying
Well,
to name
well, we
solid
have
picks
some
off the
dis-
dome. I simply
Yeah.
can't right now.
We can have some discussion thinking time. That's okay.
Some discussion thinking time.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's valid.
Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate that.
Then give me FDU.
You're not, taking,
FDU is winning it all next year.
you're not taking FDU, bro.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. I want to go so wild, but I'm not going to.
I go wild. Go wild.
I'll throw him out as an honorable mention.
An honorable mention.
I will. I will. I actually have some teams.
Oh, he's got a roster. He's got a team. He's got a team.
I've got-
lined up.
I actually have some teams. Oh, I guess these guys aren't in the Pac-12 anymore.
Ooh,
I guess the Pac-12 doesn't exist anymore.
that is a womp womp.
Yeah, I do have some schools in my mind.
Okay.
I can name them if you want.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll start with my first team. I'm going to the Big 12. I'm taking Iowa State. I did it this year. They didn't this year, but they aren't losing anyone huge. All their guys were underclassmen, and none of them have declared for the draft yet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with Iowa State.
Mhm.
My second one, I'm going back to the Big 12. I'm taking Houston.
Okay. Houston was one of mine.
LJ Cryer announced he's returning to
He's returning. Yes.
I like that. Okay.
Mhm.
I forgot my other two. No. Okay, my third. I'm going to the SEC, but they didn't used to be in the SEC.
Okay.
I'm taking Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
I like Texas next year.
Okay.
So I have three. Okay.
This is Unreal Big 12 slash. This is crazy bias, but
Okay, but you
I
can't
read
tell me
it.
Iowa State and Houston aren't good picks.
no, they are good
And
picks.
Texas, I like them better to win in the SEC than to win in the Big 12. And they're going to be good.
Yeah, That's true. Mhm.
I think they're going to be fine. So I don't
Yeah.
hate it. I like those three.
Mhm.
My other options, I'm deciding between three teams.
No way, bro keeps UConn out of it. This is
So I can go with the safe pick and go with UConn.
you could.
I could.
You
I could go with the crazy unrealistic pick and go with Rutgers. Hear me out. They have two top 5 recruits coming in. Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper.
Okay.
Those guys can carry. And they're going to get transfers who want to play with two top 5 recruits.
Yeah. I mean,
Rutgers. Okay?
I guess
That's not
Rutgers.
crazy unrealistic.
It's not, but
There's
I
my
think there's a better
safe
Big Ten
pick,
team.
There's my safe pick. There's my unsafe pick. And I'm going right in the middle.
Okay.
Who I'm actually going to pick to be my fourth. You're going to call me so stupid and biased. I'm taking
It's-
Cincinnati Bearcats.
Of course. Like
Listen. Let me explain. First of all, we had 20 wins in our first year in the Big 12. Second of all, we've lost two players so far who played in our rotation. One of them averaged 4 points a game, so not even a big deal. We're returning all of our starters except for one, and pushing in a former top 40 recruit into that starting lineup.
I guess.
We are getting transfer players because we're talking to someone. I don't know. We're getting
Okay.
two top 60 recruits. One of them is one rank away from being a 5-star player. He was the
Mhm.
two-time Connecticut Gatorade Player of the Year. We took him right from UConn's
I was
backyard.
just saying, no shot. Y'all got him. Y'all stole him from UConn. That's
We took
crazy.
him right from UConn's backyard.
That's
All right.
crazy.
We have him coming in. For second, we got multiple road ranked wins in the Big 12 this year.
Hmm.
We were probably one or two bad things from happening from making the tournament. If they called a travel call on the game winner that Texas hit, which he did travel, then we get another home ranked win.
Hmm.
We won 2 Big 12 tournament games. We beat Kansas and we beat West Virginia.
Hmm.
Actually, we beat Texas Tech too.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so we won 3 Big 12 tournament games and almost beat Baylor to make it to the Final Four of the Big 12. And we're returning all those guys.
Yeah. You're playing in a tough conference, though.
Another year to grow against good competition. These guys went from the American to the Big 12, and now they get to grow again and go next year. Same squad, same coach, same chemistry. And Jizzle James? Come on.
Yeah.
You're going to call me crazy, bro, but there are going to be a lot of people's sleeper pick next year.
I guess I can't wait to fall asleep midway through the season. You know, I think that's
Hey, bro. All right, let's see. Who are yours? Who are yours? So I guess I'll recap mine.
I did agree with your Houston and UConn.
Houston.
I like both of them a lot. I really want to throw my bias in there as well because this was not the best Michigan State team we had.
No, it wasn't.
And I know we're losing Tyson Walker. Tyson Walker turned up in this tournament, but I think we can still grow from this season, and we're losing some very important guys, but I just think we're gonna somehow pull it out of the bag, you know.
Okay.
We work a little magic in there, you know. You got your Bison, I'm gonna get mine in.
That's fair. That's
because I can. And then I don't know if I want to go crazy back to back because that would be kind of lame. But I want to see Creighton do something. I want to see them make that step. And I'm gonna put Creighton in there as well. So give me UConn, Houston, Creighton, and Michigan State. Come on.
Okay. I'm changing mine because I just thought of another team.
Okay. Who'd you think?
So I'm gonna stick with Cincinnati, and I'm gonna stick with Houston.
Okay. He's getting rid of UConn. No shot.
I am gonna get rid of UConn.
Oh my goodness, what is he cooking?
Because they're losing Newton, they're losing Spencer, they're losing Klingon, they're losing Caravan.
You did just hype them up 5 minutes ago.
Stephon
This is crazy.
Okay, but I believe in Hurley's ability to get them maybe back to the Elite Eight, but Final Four, I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm taking Cincinnati, I'm taking Houston, I'm taking Iowa State, and I'm taking a team that I kind of forgot about, but they played well in the tournament this year, and they're not losing anyone. I'm taking Gonzaga.
I thought about them.
You know, everyone forgets about them, but they played well. They're getting all their guys back, and they're also getting a good recruiting class coming in. And they're going to get transfers. It's Gonzaga.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'll take them. I'll go with my 3 Big 12 teams.
3 Big 12 teams in Gonzaga.
So I'm getting rid of Texas because, you know, they're like Elite 8 type talent, but...
They're Elite 8 type talent. No bias at all.
No
bias at all in the Big 12.
Okay. But you can't tell me that Houston and Iowa State are bad picks.
They're not. Yeah, those are good picks.
And you can't tell me Gonzaga logic isn't crazy.
It's not crazy.
And you can say the Cincinnati logic.
Oh, we will say.
But you can't say it doesn't have some grounds for being a sleeper.
I mean, it's a sleeper. I mean, if I'm taking like a team like Bradley to the Final Four, I think it's a sleeper. Still.
At least my bias school didn't lose our leading scorer to graduation. Who's gonna score on your team next year?
True. That's we'll find out.
We're gonna
throw a lot of going car all game, and it's gonna be the most fun thing I think I've ever watched.
Y'all will get some transfers. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Losing Sissoko. Tragic.
He's a Bearcat.
I like it. No, he's not.
We contacted him.
Yeah, of course you did. Fiend.
Hey, Wes Miller, man. He do what he do. Yeah, there you have it. Way too early Final Fours. We're inevitably going to get all of those wrong.
Somehow there's gonna be a
It'll
12
end
seed
up,
going to the Final
like,
Four.
Yeah, it'll end up being like
Cleveland State to the Final Four. Ah, we're
Cleveland
cooked.
State, Bowling Green,
Toledo and
Toledo, and Duquesne with Bronny.
Duquesne. Duquesne with Bronny. LeBron comes back to college.
Hey,
plays for
the
Duquesne.
Battle of
Oh.
I-75 in the Final Four would go crazy. I'm just
Or
saying.
the national championship.
Actually would be. Can you imagine a Falcons Rockets natty?
That would feed families.
Exactly. It'd feed Bowling
It would
Green.
be 35 to 35. Buzzer beater. Make it 38-35 to win the game. Peak Mac basketball.
Don't hate on the mag, bro. Don't hate on the mag.
I will be hating on the Mac because it's funny.
No, the mag. We love the mag. We love mag.
We love Maction. Yes, sir.
Greatest action of all time. It's mag.
Yes, sir. It's Maction, baby.
Yeah, I think that's about all we got for this one. As always, if you guys enjoyed the episode, leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss an episode. Normally on Tuesdays at 7:30. We're wrapping this filming up on Tuesday at 7:50, so it will not be out at Tuesday at 7:30. You'll probably see
call.
this Wednesday night because that's when I'll get it up. If you guys are interested, all links to my socials, Jared's socials, podcast socials, all that good stuff is down in the description. And Jared, you got anything else for us here?
Nothing much. Make it a good week.
Of course, make it a good week, and we'll see you all in the next episode.
Indeed.